And yes, we are back talking about more Final Fantasy VII. This time we actually need to talk about Kalm. We meant to do this a few weeks ago. Just got really tied up with a whole bunch of other stuff. Never got around to it, but finally, we're going to be doing it today. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on all things Final Fantasy related so you don't miss out on any of that. And also help rates at 11% even higher. Now that being said, let's jump into this video. Shoutouts again to Square Enix for providing me with this awesome footage. I went ahead and did a little bit of an upscaling to it, turning it into like a true 4K using Topaz. Shoutouts to that company. They make some really awesome stuff. This is the end of a hunt, the World Intel hunt that they're currently doing. And I don't think that they actually hit all these objectives, right? They're finding the Enmidunk. I thought it was an Elefunk. Am I wrong? Or are those two different enemies? In the same like region around farm, like Chocobo Farm is, right? But looking up here, they have to pressure an enemy, stagger the enemy, and defeat all within the time limit. Actually, no, they're gonna do that right here. So they hit all three objectives, got a beast bone, and Fiend Intel was completed. They got some more points right there. Actually, check that out. Look, remember when Chadley talks about World Intel and using those points to buy more materia and all that stuff? This actually is where you get more. Instead of just like finding the towers, you could also just complete different challenges they reveal and do it that way too. What is interesting is that they give you the option right here to just straight up retry it if you fail for whatever reason, because sometimes there might be some really harder objectives that you might miss and you can just jump right back into it. I like that. And this is a level 18 challenge, and I think Cloud and them are level 21. It says it in the menu. But what's very interesting right here from the Kalm demo is, like, you know, when we look on the bottom left, I totally missed this because I was covering it, but let's move over a little bit so we can talk about it. There are legends that we can see, and it shows us exactly what each one is. So this obviously is the towers. We see another tower right here. You unveil the areas for that. This is the Moogle house, I think, that we had ridden by before, earlier in the gameplay. Chocobo tracks are down here. But not only that, if you look at right here, the life springs, right? They have life springs up here, which I'm assuming you might be able to heal from, maybe get more materials or something of the sort there. If you look at the map, it's kind of like watery. So it definitely is a body of water of some sorts. And we got the combat assignments as well, and summon crystals, which is very interesting. I can't wait to see exactly what that's going to be like. You go from Bill's Ranch, and on the top right over here, this is a Proto Relic. Proto Relic might be, because remember they said that you're going to be able to craft different armor pieces later on in the game. So Proto Relic could very well, we can see there's 4, I guess, in this region. Maybe, I mean, these look like materia links, but that's not necessarily how it works. I wonder if each one is 1. But it does say that there's one on the top right here, which is like on the edge of the cliff overlooking this body of water on the north side of the continent, or actually northeast side. But we could probably get some materials there to create some pretty dope stuff, which I'd like to see. Oliver's Farm, and then lo and behold, we fast travel to Kalm, and there's actually a little bit more details you can see right here. There's actually a pathway of some sorts leading from Kalm to this northern piece of this rock here, and there's another settlement there. We don't know exactly what that is. There's another tower back here that they did not access, and that's the Chocobo stop that they unveiled earlier in the gameplay, if you guys remember. Fast travel into Kalm, man. This is just beautiful. I really love that we're able to see stuff like this. So right off the bat, one thing I noticed right here is the compass on the top. In FF7 Remake, the compass was a big thing. That's what you typically use to navigate throughout the towns. However, if you press L2 in FF7 Remake, you can transition from the compass to a standard map radar. And it seems like that's not going to be a thing anymore. It looks like it might just automatically do it, because as soon as you walk into the town, it turns into that. And this map actually is way more detailed than the one we got in Remake. It's actually got like a full color and everything. Like all the details are present for what buildings are here, even the tops of the buildings too, which is interesting. It says on the bottom left, you can call the Chocobo, but once you walk in, that obviously goes away. And this beam runs off of Cloud. I don't know where exactly that goes. Kind of want to go back and see what exactly that might be. I mean, it's the same time that this disappears and they walk directly into the town. I wonder if this is leading them to the next objective. because they do have an objective here for side missions and stuff. Seems like this is like something that you can interact with. Maybe it's one of those side mission opportunities you can unlock if you do a certain amount of side objectives or whatnot. But this looks to be like a photo op, which is weird that he's taking a photo on the other side of it. I feel like he would be taking a photo of something in front of it, but maybe that's something that we can interact with. I don't know what this logo could mean. Looks like the MasterCard logo. And it's like all the symbols we saw before just full on spread out right here. I mean, this is Queen's Blood. We saw that. We actually see that later on in the TGS trailer that they made for all the mini games. So this one with the gold rim and has the cards next to it. Seems like there's 2 right now in Kalm. Hopefully there's more as time goes on too. Looking around right here, this is the Mako tank of the city of Kalm. I think if we go back, do they actually access the big map? I don't think they do. The monster advisory level is great. So that's a thing that they did in Final Fantasy 7 Remake, where they had monster advisory levels, like hunt levels in the Sector 7 slums. So like Biggs and Wedge's gang, essentially, that went and exterminated monsters, it would decrease the more like Cloud would eliminate monsters. Trying to keep up the morale, blame everything on Avalanche. Shinra's the good guys. The inn, man, like I believe like Cloud and them are going to be inside of this room right here. I wonder if Yuffie's in this town and she'll be like, well, when they first get here and like steals like some of their stuff, and maybe that's why they tell the Chocobo farmer that they're broke and have no money. And we noticed this on stream, actually. We talked about this a little bit on the night of, but there is a cactuar here just chilling with this cat, these dogs over here. I like that a lot. I like that the cactuars are just like living amongst the people. Airships are the coolest, like it said. I wonder if Queen's Blood is going to have any like unique music to it. And will it be a banger like Triple Triad was? Or is, I should say. This region right here looks really cool. I wonder what that area is going to look like. This looks like an item shop right there. The interesting thing about Kalm, right, is if you remember from the OG game, Kalm actually has 2 sections, right? 2 different sections. A lower section, which we're in right now, and then the upper section. Seems like all of this right here is accessible. Actually, that's where the weapon shop is, exactly like it was in the game. The weapon shop, materia shop, and I think there was another shop. These look like staircases to lead up to that, just like how it was in the OG as well. A lot of this is faithfully recreated. And it's just so beautiful to see, man. There's so many details. Oh shoot, Chadley, I missed that the first time. Chadley's just chilling right there. So he's probably not here the first time that we come to Kalm, or like we're able to walk around. Maybe we're not able to walk around Kalm. I don't know. We'll have to see how that works out. But we do unlock Chadley a few minutes earlier into this gameplay. So let me jump back a little bit. Yeah, so Cloud and the gang meet up with Chadley right here, and he's telling them about the world intel and unlocking all that stuff. So it's really cool that we got to see Chadley in the cut wearing suspenders for his socks. I wonder if we get another angle of these like staircases right here. Like, is this the main staircase to go up to the second part of the town, the upper levels? Kalm is ridiculously huge compared to how it was in the OG game. And granted, you know, on the PlayStation 1, you're very limited to how big in scale wise you can make like certain towns. I love the little like NPC banter, just providing little backstory and dialogue to what the hell's going on here. It'd be so funny if like it'd be really hilarious if Aerith like threw out a joke here at Cloud saying, "Hey Cloud, you could show them a thing or two." And this dude over here standing with a bouquet of flowers. This path right here, I don't know where that leads to. And we talked about like all these different like side missions too. The mayor of Kalm wants us to help, or somebody to help him fix a pipeline of Mako that seemingly popped. Okay, so this is actually the Mako Tank Plaza, which evident to the point. Like there is a Mako tank directly in the middle. The Queen's Blood mini games are popping up right over here. The inn. materia stuff relating to Chadley. Main scenario, that's okay, so that's the quest right here, to go through the swamplands with the chocobo and probably more than likely encounter the Midgar Zolom. Says you gotta be level 19 for it. On the top right, Cloud is level 21. And what else? The Air Raid Shelter. Where is that on the map? So we're at the village center right now. That's where we're currently located, in the Mako Tank Plaza. And there's an Air Raid Shelter that's like, I guess, a branching path. And more areas to uncover right here. It's just so fascinating because look, there's a whole upper area, right? This is the staircase behind Chadley. This can go up and around this path right here. I mean, there's all these buildings. We don't know if we can access all of those yet, but seems like you will be able to go up here, inch around. There's actually a bridge on the opposite side by where the water wheel was, it looks like. Cross that, go over on this area. They don't really pan the camera around too much there. They just kind of like leave us with just a little bit. But it's very exciting because, especially like when you think about it, this area is Kalm right here. And the next thing that I wanted to point out to you guys is when we're talking about stuff like Junon, right? The under part of Junon, which they, as soon as the party was walking into here, Barrett directly compared it to Midgar and how like the under slums are in comparison to the upper plates, where Shinra is kind of like stomping down on people, which upper Junon is kind of like that. And then you got like lower Junon here, which is very reminiscent of the slums in Sector 7. Just looking through at all the little shops and the details around that, obviously like fishing net, and like it's gonna be more like fishing town centered. They kind of like breeze through this, but it's just like this little glimpse you get here. It's just crazy to see how much they've expanded on these towns. And this is like a little store. Somebody on Twitter went inside of this, and it's in another like person's like gameplay thing, but there's another, no, I don't think it was the item store. It was a bookstore they went into. And these are like some of the smallest towns in Final Fantasy VII, between Kalm and under Junon. Very, very tiny towns, very tiny. So it's like, it just, to see how much they've expanded and deepened those, it's wild to me. Because when we get to like the bigger areas like Upper Junon, and we get to like Cosmo Canyon, we get to Nibelheim and Rocket Town even, Gold Saucer, all of those locations are going to be massive in scale. And it's like, even if we go before, right, as we're like walking into this town, the camera does pan out here to where we can see the water area where Cloud uses the dolphin to jump up to get to the upper part of Junon, to basically sneak up there because they wouldn't let them take the elevator. If you look right here, see the danger high voltage. This is exactly kind of like where we were able to leave up. You see all the lightning flashing off of it too, the current. In the OG game, you actually use the dolphin. You went out to like this far right here, and the dolphin pops you up, maybe up to one of these cranes, and then Cloud like proceeds to climb up a ladder to get to the upper plate of Junon, which is exactly where we end up fighting Bottom's Well, just a little bit further out, obviously into the water, a little bit deeper. But it's just crazy to see like all these little details in scale, and I'm continuously blown away by all of this, because I really was not expecting them to go this far, go this ham with Final Fantasy VII remake Rebirth. I was thinking much less, but holy crap, my expectations have been absolutely blown away. And I think this is an amazing presentation that we've been getting over these last few weeks. And it's like, if Kalm, under Junon, or anything to represent what we could expect from the more bigger areas and more detail that's going to be applied to that, truly exciting. And I can't wait to experience that with you all. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all of this stuff? Let me know in the comments below. We actually have a TGS trailer right here too, where they were able to like do a mini game trailer and showcase all the different mini games that they didn't have time to showcase to us, unfortunately. So they had like the Moogle mini game, this one with Beck's Badasses, which doesn't seem to be too far away from Kalm. I think there's actually a shot in the background from here where you can see Kalm and maybe Midgar in the background. Yeah, right here. Kalm is way back here, and this could be right on the outside, maybe at the edge of that like tunnel that we were talking about. And this is Queen's Blood gameplay right here. This is somebody in Kalm that you can play against. I really can't wait to play this and see just how deep this actually goes, especially if the director says it's his favorite minigame in the game. And this is also another really good shot we actually see on the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth media assets page. Shout out to Square Enix for uploading this, but you can see the out areas of Kalm. This is like where the party like leaves, I would think. Yeah, this is kind of like where they leave, and then they make their way down this path and work their way over here to get to the gameplay portions that we saw in our footage that we have. But man, it's just seeing all this stuff and like the scale in which that you're going to be able to access these things. It's mind-blowing. I think there's another shot I saw somebody post that's a little bit closer in front of Kalm, and you can see Midgar in the distance. I'm going to try to find that real quick. I found it. There we go. It's a post made by Cosmo Canyon Observatory. Shout outs to them. They do a lot of amazing coverage with this stuff, but they actually got a shot right here that you can kind of gauge where eyesight wise this could be, like from this perspective looking at the map, right? They kind of highlighted it in that way. But what I really like, and actually I'm gonna save this so this way I can zoom in on it more. So yeah, looking at it right here, they drew on the map where these specific like red lines are and where the geography is kind of like aiming in that way. But you can actually see, which is mind-blowing to me, you could totally see Kalm right here, and in the back, not too far away, but I mean, it looks like it's not that far away, but in actuality, because of how massive Midgar is, it's a pretty decent distance because of look how tiny the Shinra tower looks in comparison, but like it's for sure way taller than this and can stretch out way even further. Just look how close Midgar is to Kalm, and I mean, that's very accurate in representation to the OG game, but it's just like seeing this all represented in a modern way. It's just so unreal. It's breathtaking actually to me. I can't wait to see what else we can actually see up close. I mean, we can even see like the reactors in the distance here. Surprised you don't see any debris from the blown reactors. Maybe you do. Maybe there's a point where we can actually get to like maybe this point and like zoom in. I kind of hope we get like binoculars or something like that, and we can like see Midgar. You see the plates and stuff, and like edging out right here. This is a really cool shot. This is a very nice photo. I don't know where this was showcased. Was this during one of the trailers or something? I don't recall that being shown to us. Maybe this is from another footage, or maybe I missed it on the media assets page. But this is beautiful, man. I really love how this is looking, and I mean that obviously means that directly behind from this perspective of where we see Kalm would be Midgar, probably after this body of water, I would assume. Maybe directly right here. I can't, it would be too close. If it's right here, that's a little too close. I think it's probably over on this side, maybe a little bit more up on this portion. But man, it's really good stuff in general with the geography for Final Fantasy VII, and this is only the beginning. Yes, this is only the beginning, chat. I want to hear from you guys. What are you most excited to see out of all of these towns and possibilities? It's really a fantastic question, and something that I love talking about with you all and hearing what you guys have to say in the comments below. Comment below. Let's get a discussion going. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.